Hello beautiful people of the internet, welcome or welcome back to my channel. My name is Hannah if you're new here, and I'm so excited that you've joined me today. Today I am bringing you a book haul. So I have about 20 books sitting right next to me, and these are books that I've collected over the past couple months. I would say like the last bit of my summer vacation. These are the books that I accumulated. Also, if I look tired, it's because I am tired. I just finished my first full week of teaching. Whew. And as we Southern people like to say, I am plumb worn out, okay? But I still wanted to come on here and talk about all of these books that I have accumulated with you. So if I look tired while doing so, just mind your business. Okay friends, let's go ahead and get started. Okay, the first book that I want to show you is The Woman in the Library by Hilary Gentle. I'm not sure how you pronounce that name. But I came across this in the used bookstore and I just could not pass it up because obviously I love books and libraries, and any book that has a library setting I'm here for. So I'm guessing it's like a mystery thriller sort of thing. I'm not really sure, but I just couldn't pass it up. This next book I've actually already read, but this is the graphic novel version, and that's Long Way Down by Jason Reynolds, and the artwork is done by Danica Novgorod. And I read this one audibly a couple months ago and absolutely adored it. It's a very quick read, I believe. It's not more than a couple hours. So basically it's following this guy who is going down the elevator on his way to shoot his brother's killer because his brother was shot by a drive-by gang. And so he's on his way to shoot the person who killed his brother. And basically when he gets into this elevator, he starts seeing people and people start getting on, and he starts realizing that these are people from his past and they're all talking to him about what he's about to do. This is such a heart-wrenching story, and it's a beautiful story that deals with racism and gangs and just different topics that are hard-hitting like that, and I loved it. And I cannot wait to read the graphic novel version. I'm excited. Alrighty, this next one I've heard nothing but good things about, and that is The Simple Wilds by K.A. Tucker. I have heard that this is a small town romance, and I believe it's part of a series. Don't quote me on that, but I'm pretty sure it's part of a series. And basically I was reading the back, and it's about this girl who is really adapted to the big city life, and she finds out her dad is slowly dying, and so she's having to move back to her rural hometown. And all I know is that there is an outhouse, and I was hooked. I believe that she's gonna get a culture shock, and I'm here for it. Look. Okay, so hold on a minute. This is Delicates by Brenna Thumler. This is book number 2. It follows Sheets, and that's my favorite graphic novel of all time. I love that graphic novel. If you've never heard about it, let me tell you what it's about. Let me get Sheets. Oh, okay, so Sheets is following this girl named Marjorie, and Marjorie is basically having to take over her family laundromat because her mom has just passed away and her dad is not doing well with the whole loss. And so she's having to take care of this laundromat, and then one day this little bitty ghost named Wendell shows up in her laundromat. It's so stinking cute. And I'm assuming that this follows Marjorie. Yes! Ah! This follows Marjorie and obviously her new friend Wendell. I'm so excited to have this. Next up we have a YA romance, and that is Better Than the Movies by Lynn Painter. I have heard such good things about this YA romance, but I'm a little skeptical. y'all. I'm not gonna lie. Because YA romance is not really my thing, okay? And I know the Shatter Me series is YA. And I would die for that book series. I'm just letting you know that right now. But that's pretty much the only YA romance that I've liked. And I'm really skeptical about this one, but I've heard really good things about it. So I'm going to trust the book talk, booktube girls, that they know what they're talking about. This next book is also part of a series, a very popular series, and that is Twisted Love by Anna Huang. Again, if you've never seen this one, it's all over TikTok. Everybody loves this series, and it's part of a whole series. So I think these are small town romances, I'm pretty sure. And basically this one follows Alex and Ava, and they're both kind of trying to escape things from their past that were pretty traumatic for them. And I read one single sentence in the back of this book. And do you want to know what it is? He was her brother's best friend. That's it. That's all I need to know. Thank you. Next. We have so many graphic novels and I'm so excited about it. This next one is a graphic novel and it's Hooky by Miriam. Oh my goodness. I'm so sorry. I don't know how to say that name, but here is the cover. It's such a cute spooky time and I'm here for it. So basically all I know about this one, oh, there is a lot of words on these pages. One thing about me, y'all, is I love me a good graphic novel. I have a graphic novel video if you want to go check that out. But I don't like wordy graphic novels, and this is a chunky one. Okay. A little skeptical. But I've heard it's about... Okay, let me just read it to you. When 12-year-olds Danny and Dorian missed the bus to magic school, they didn't expect to be declared traitors to their own kind. But thanks to a mishap with a dragon egg, a broken broom, and a high-profile prisoner, their faces on wanted posters are throughout the country. Graphic novels that are set in the fall time just hit different. Here's another one that I'm so excited about. Crossed by Emily McIntyre. I literally ran to the bookstore. Ran. Not really. I drove. I drove at a pretty safe, fast pace, okay? But I did. I went to the bookstore release day and I picked it up. If you did not know my infatuation with this series, it's basically a dark Disney reimagining series where Emily McIntyre takes the villains and lets them get the girl. Okay, which sounds like a good time, right? But it is a good time. It is such a good time. Now, again, these are dark romances. I will say it again. They are dark romances, okay? And it does deal with darker, deeper topics than your average romance, like drug dealing and things to that nature. So please don't go into this one thinking that they're going to stroll down the park, okay? Because they don't. So just be aware of that. But again, Emily McIntyre does such a good job with this. I just had to chase my dog around with... because he had the toy that squeaked. And now I'm out of breath. And now he's barking and... God bless America. Anyway, so this next one I actually got the same day that I got Crossed. And that is The Roommate Pact by Allison Ashley. I have been wanting this one for months now, specifically because of this cover, okay? I adore this cover. I just love it. I love it so much. And the fact that he is a firefighter and she's an ER nurse, and I'm thinking he gets hurt and she takes care of him. Do you need to know anything else? Because I don't. Okay, let's just forget my profession for a minute, okay? Cutting Teeth by Chandler Baker. This one just looks like a good time, guys. I'm not even gonna lie, okay? This is about 4-year-olds that, like, turn deadly and suck people's blood. She's thinking to herself in circles. At some point she's moved on to reading Chicka Chicka Boom Boom. Jack fidgets in her lap trying to push the next page when she hears the back door. Beep beep, and her heart leaps. They're home. I'm gonna enjoy this one. The next book I picked up was What Happens After Midnight by K.L. Walther. This is the same author that wrote The Summer of Broken Rules, and I absolutely adore that one. And again, if you watched my recent video where I talked about that one, basically what I said is the reason I loved that one so much is because of the picture that it painted of grief and of true loss, and I don't think many books do that well. So I loved how that one depicted grief and loss, and I really liked K.L. Walther's writing. I do think she's a really good storyteller, so I cannot wait to go into this one. This next book I picked up is called Battle Royale by Lucy Parker. I've had my eye on this one for a couple months now, and I found it at my local McKay's, my local used bookstore, and I was ecstatic. I have been wanting this one forever. I think this one follows two bakers who go on this baking championship show called Operation Cake. I think they're making a wedding cake for a princess. Okay. This next one is just a beautiful, beautiful book, and that's Lease on Love by Fallon Ballard. I mean, come on. Look at this beautiful cover. This is another one that I've had my eye on for quite some time, and I found it at my local used bookstore. So I think this one follows two roommates who are complete polar opposites. I'm thinking that she's really outgoing and he's more of the laid back type, and I think that they turn from roommates to lovers. I'm assuming. What do you think? This next book is one that I got for Book of the Month, and that is None of This Is True by Lisa Jewell. This is her newest release, and let me just be honest, okay? I read one other book by Lisa Jewell, and I liked it. It wasn't bad, and I just liked it. It was kind of average for me, but for some reason, this premise draws me in that I just needed to know what it was about. I think this one is about a true crime podcaster who is just going about her daily life, and then she meets this really mysterious lady and they kind of become friends, and then all of a sudden she finds herself in a real life true crime. I love true crime, and I am down for a true crime podcast. And for the last few books, I picked up some cozies, obviously. Oh, I dropped one. This one's so stinking cute. It's called War and Peach by Susan Furlong. Are you kidding me? I don't think this is the first book in the series. I think it's called Rest in Peach. It's part of the Georgia Peach Mystery series. And I just couldn't pass that up. I loved this cute little cover. And then, look at this one, y'all. Look at this one. This one is called A Catered Christmas Cookie Exchange. I mean, how could you walk past these and not get them? And it has recipes in it. I mean, I know it's the middle of August and it's 80,000 degrees outside, but Merry Christmas. Okay, and these last two are actually part of a series that I'm starting to collect, and that is the Sarah Winston Garage Sale Mystery Series, because I love to garage sale. Okay, fun fact. One of my favorite things to do in the summer is go garage sailing and yard selling with my parents. That's like our Saturday activity, and it's the most fun. I would recommend it to anybody. But anyway, so I picked up the next books in the series, and that is All Murders Final and The Longest Yard Sale. How stinking cute. I can't wait to finish that series. And there you have it, my friends. Thank you for visiting this episode of Hannah's Financial Unstable Way of Buying Books. Okay, friends, that's all I have for you, and I hope that you are having a fabulous week so far. Please let me know something that is just going well for you, okay? Whether it be, you got out of bed today, because, girl, I struggled to get out of bed today, I'm not gonna lie. Okay, it may be that you got a new car, you graduated high school, you might have started college. Okay, I want to know. I want to know something that's going well for you. Okay, if you made it this far into the video, please leave this video a like and hit that subscribe button if you want to stick around with me. And I will see you in my next video. Bye, friends.